Discovery.
Hello and welcome to Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always I'm joined by Gaz.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
And this week we're going to do a weird news special because we're doing a State of the Nation later on, which will be released as a full episode, and this is a bonus for you all.
Yeah, this is going to be released after though, so...
Oh, is it?
I'll
Fantastic.
cut that bit out.
We're falling into another time warp.
Yeah.
This is another weird news special. We do them now and then, they're fun. What did we decide it was called?
The Quest for Sanity.
There you go. Weird News 4, The Quest for Sanity.
We're going to really struggle when we get into the sort of higher numbers and we have more films to rip off subtitles.
Well, we've got, what films go up
Fast
into
and Furious is still going.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking, what franchises go up into the 6 and 7s? We've got the Star Wars.
Freddy and Jason and all that, Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Rocky, although they don't have subtitles, so that's a pointless suggestion. And I've just wasted 3 seconds of all of our lives.
I've wasted more.
Right, so should we get into it?
Yeah, what's the first one then? Bit of alien news from the ultra-reliable website aliendocs.org.
Well, they're a .org, so you have to take them seriously.
Exactly. 8 US soldiers disappear removing 5,000-year-old flying machine from Afghan cave.
Did they disappear or did they never exist?
Did they disappear or did they think, we could just go AWOL here and get the fuck out of this nightmare situation because that cave leads into the next neighbouring country?
Are you questioning the legitimacy of aliendocs.org?
Do you know what, Mike? I think I am. Yeah, I'm feeling brave today.
Well,
Maybe they used this flying machine to fly out of the shitty cave. I'm like, let's just go sell it
yeah.
on the black market.
Well, let's just go park up on a nice beach somewhere and get out of all this killing.
Yeah, let's go on holiday.
Imagine the chicks you could pick up with that.
Yeah, he's in my flying saucer, love.
Yeah, some blokes there with a Lamborghini, vroom, vroom, and you just come up alongside and like
Just vaporising.
shit on him from above, from your flying machine. Are you impressed, darlings?
Do you want to do the Kessel Run?
Under 10 parsecs. Or was it 12?
12, I think.
12, yeah.
They just fly off into the mountain. I don't know how to control this.
Actually, a magic carpet would be pretty shit depending on how high and fast they go. Because you're going to get hit in the face with a lot of bugs.
Yeah, you definitely need some kind of goggles.
Yeah, definitely a face protector. You're going to be a bit chilly.
Yeah.
What do you hold on to? Or is it just magic?
I think it's just magic in that
Or it
respect.
sort of holds you on?
Yeah.
Well, soon there won't be any bugs.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's
true.
actually a phenomenon. The bugs
I
splatter.
saw this. Now, I'd read two sort of things because I did think about this and I was like, oh shit. Oh, we should explain first, sorry, to the listener. Did you see it, Ben, that they said like the amount of bugs has dropped so radically across the world, and one really quick, easy way to tell is that, and I remember this from back in the day,
Yeah.
when you used to drive, especially in summertime, your window screen would just be fucking littered, just splattered,
Yeah,
covered like
yeah.
a carpet in bugs, and you're constantly fucking wiping them up. We used to put this special stuff on the windscreen to scrub them off, tar and insect remover,
Right.
for the vans. Anyway, it doesn't really happen now. There are a lot less bugs splattered on your windscreen.
Does that mean that the insect remover people are out of business as well?
Well, possibly, but then I did read a lot of people seem to argue in the comments that a simple explanation is the aerodynamic shape of cars has changed so drastically.
It's scientifically proven there's about at least 70%, I think, reduction.
But then if you add on to that the window screens have changed shape,
Well,
then there's going to be even less on
yeah.
your window screen. So yeah, we're fucked.
I don't
Basically
see
what that means.
Off the top of my head, I don't really like insects, so I'm not seeing a problem.
I used to hate having to clean them, but
What have they done for me recently?
well, kept
Well,
the,
you'll love the next article.
what's it called? The thingy of
Oh, pollinisation's important.
Not
Gotta have that. Bees, we need bees, we need
like
them.
the biosphere, like the intricate fucking biological balance of the ecosystem. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Ecosystem. They're quite important, apparently. I know they seem like a bit of a nuisance to us, but like, they do stuff. They have their place.
Even them little midges that hang around your ear in the summer, just you're buzzing now and again, you have to sort of slap them away, and they keep coming back.
They're just cunts.
They're food for something. Everything's food for something, isn't it?
Yeah. So I suppose if all them go, all the bats will go.
Before they die, all the birds will die, all the plants will die.
And we'll die.
And then we'll die.
Oh, so basically the car is not only screwing us global warming wise, it's also killing the ecosystem by killing all the insects.
Yeah. Or, well, I guess the point is the bugs aren't there to be splattered on the window screen. There's that many of them have gone that you can now drive along.
But it's not like there's a shortage. They do breed in vast numbers. I mean...
Yeah, but obviously their breeding habitats are dying out or whatever, or pollution or whatever, chemicals in their soil and their fertilisers.
I think a bit like how I sort of pretended that Brexit wasn't real for a long time. This whole like we're destroying the planet and killing ourselves.
Eco-suicide.
Yeah, I think we're all sort of ignoring that.
On a big scale.
Yeah, but there are lots of signs there that are going, hey guys, no, it's really real.
We're
and you're going to realise like 10 years before the end and go, shit! And try and put the brakes on this big fucking juggernaut that's just speeding down the hill towards certain doom. And then we're going to say, why did somebody say something 50 years ago? And then, but there'll be people going, well, I did, but you called me a green vegetables sucking hippie cunt fucker.
Or a Chinese conspiracy.
Yeah.
As Trump says it is.
Or what did our own Michael Gove say in the Brexit thing? That people have had enough of listening to experts.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's the mentality nowadays. You're an expert on something, no one cares.
So Ben, let's just put some more fuel in the juggernaut.
Yeah.
Put our foot down and just keep heading.
Well, I'll keep making that lovely money, won't I?
Summer was quite hot, wasn't it? The one just gone.
Yeah.
I'd like to judge this summer. If we have another scorcher this summer, I'm going to start putting my thinking cap on.
Yeah, but you can't judge it like that.
Hang on, I can't judge global warming by how fucking warm it is.
Ironically, no, you can't.
I guess there's
because
some
there's natural fluctuations and
that's true.
in seasonal weather, and there's the sun cycle as well and things. So,
but if we've permanently changed the wind,
that's why you need science to say, look, over 100 years, this is what's happening. Over 100 years, you can see it, but if you're just going to take, next year it's cold, therefore it's not.
All right, and if we have
scientific.
3 hot summers in a row, and this is fucking England we're talking about, 3 scorches in a row.
Well, we had a lot of heat waves in the 70s, I think, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
And they survived that, didn't they? Look at them.
So, again, I don't think it's scientific.
Yeah, they were hard and they had really cool moustaches. Well, I say really cool.
A lot of facial hair going on.
But it wasn't that shitty hipster facial hair that you get nowadays. It was manly facial hair. Wasn't girly facial hair. You fucking hipsters, you've even feminised facial hair. God, I sound like a gammon.
Fucking Gillette.
I haven't actually watched the Gillette advert.
I showed you last night.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen it. I was like, what's the fuss about? And I was like, what is the fuss about? I don't see it.
Plus, everyone, did you see that thing I posted of like all those girls in the Gillette suits?
Oh yeah,
Gillette
I did, yeah.
You've got to remember, this is corporate. They're trying to do. Well, I know you guys know this, but like, all they're trying to do is sell more fucking razors. So they're testing the water, and what was okay 10 years ago, girls at a racetrack in a all-in-one PVC suit with Gillette plastered across their arse, that was way more acceptable 10 years ago. Now they're like, oh, people don't like the girls in the PVC anymore. They want a bit of this, we're all.
It comes to a point where we're accepting sort of moral sort of
guidance
of
fucking giant corporations who we know have no morals. Their one sole function is to make money, more money. We know that. There's nothing wrong with that. Fair play to them. But I just think, why are people getting upset about it? What is so? If it didn't make you pissed off, then I guess there's no reason for me to. Is it just basically saying be less of a cunt? Is the gist?
Yeah, pretty much.
But
don't say like they're fighting. Don't just say boys will be boys. You know what? You shouldn't be hitting each other.
Right.
That's one of the things I took away from that advert.
Because the
people
that are
challenging
upset
stereotypes,
about it,
isn't it?
Once again, I've not seen it, but I've read a lot on Twitter and stuff. And the people that seem to be really offended about it are not so offended that it doesn't seem to be people going like what we're saying. Oh, I don't want to be given moral advice by a fucking corporation. It seems to be people going, oh, what's fucking wrong with being a man? And being really girly about it.
Being very easily triggered by that.
Yeah, I think they seem to be some people see it as like an attack on a certain type of male, because there's always going to be.
Well, they're just insecure about their own masculinity.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
That's just all that proves. So
I think for me, I'd be more about, oh, fuck off, Gillette. You're
yeah,
Gillette.
that's what I was like. I love the message. It's good, but I mean, I'm just
look where it's coming
concerned
from.
that it's coming from.
This moral guidance was paid for and sponsored and supplied by Gillette razors, the best a man can get.
Don't they make women's razors as well?
And women can get. And transgenders can get. Z's, Z's, hers, and Jews can get. Fucking hell, they're gonna have... The way the world's going...
Slogans aren't going to be as catchy in 20 years' time, aren't they?
Well, remember when Yorkie used to come out and say, it's not for girls? Hey, try saying that today.
They did make a pink one for girls, though.
Oh, did they? They acquiesce.
Yeah, they did, yeah. I don't think you can buy them anymore, but they did originally, yeah. Anyway, there's an alien warship, an alien ship that came in Afghanistan.
Well, we banged the world to rights, so 3 old men.
It's a Vimana. They're calling it a Vimana, which is from that Indian text, isn't it?
What, the razors?
No, that.
Oh.
A Vimana.
Oh, that's one of those, yeah, from the Bhagavad
Bhagavita?
Yeah.
That's why I said Indian text.
Well done. Yeah, there's like X-Wing style fucking dog fights. Well, not in space, it's more World War II style dog fights, actually. And that must be the name of one of the machines. And they found one.
Yeah. A group of soldiers made the discovery on a scout mission in the desert of Afghanistan. 8 US troops are missing after making the discovery.
How do we know they made the discovery?
Well, I assume the scout mission turned up. That was meant to be 8 blokes here.
Yeah, but then how do they know about the fire machine?
Well, they probably turned up and found it.
Oh.
Maybe like the original 8 guys radioed back and said, we found something in this cave. The rest of the guys turned up and they're not there.
But the flying machine is.
But the flying machine is.
It ate the fucking soldiers.
Maybe.
Or beamed them up.
Well, the Vimana found in Afghanistan is reported to be an estimated 5,000 years old. It's said to be protected by a strange energy barrier that is preventing troops from extracting the Vimana. So maybe they tried to cross the energy barrier and just got vaporised.
How do they know it's 5,000 years old then?
It's estimated. I presume they got that bloke from Ancient Aliens in to check it out.
5,000 years.
Aliens.
Yeah.
There you go. Apparently this caused a sudden rush of the most powerful leaders of the Western world to go to Afghanistan, the report continues, and was to directly view the discovery by US military scientists of what is described as a Vimana. They love that word in this. Entrapped in a time well, has already caused the disappearance of at least 8 American soldiers trying to remove it from the cave. It has been hidden in for the past estimated 5,000 years old.
I like the sound of a time well. Imagine like you're like, oh, there's not enough hours in the day, like we've wasted too much time today. You send the bucket down the time well, you pull up a few hours, here you go, you extend your day by a couple of hours.
Yeah. Nobody would get any work done though, would they?
Yeah, you'd have like the longest Wednesday ever. It's been like 3,000 hours long now. It was such a good day.
Ultimately though, you end up leading the perfect life, because any mistakes you make, you can go back.
Yeah.
Through the time.
As long as you don't die, obviously.
Well, that's an issue.
Well,
if you can do it just before you're about to hit, a bus is about to hit you, step out for the road, see a bus, click the button, and you go back 2 hours.
Yeah, better not walk in front of that bus.
But you need to make the time well portable then,
yeah.
You can carry it around with you.
Oh, there's just too much logistics with this.
Well, my problem with this article is...
You mean from the reputable website, aliendocs.com?
Yeah, but people read this and take this as like, it's on the internet, so...
Oh, God, yeah.
It's on an actual website that looks fairly professional. It's got to be real. And they'll be fucking bang. They'll be at a party later on telling people, nah, man, I read this article, they found this ancient... And it's just somebody pulling this out their arse, just wish fulfillment. That's what they wish would happen. Somebody would find one of these...
And I don't know about you, but I don't remember the sudden rush of the powerful leaders of the Western world going to Afghanistan.
No, I don't recall anything reading anything about that. And
maybe this is why we're desperately trying to blow Afghanistan up. Maybe it's not the oil fields and the minerals and the heroin trade. Maybe it's the, what are they called? Vimana flying machines.
Maybe it's a staging post for a Vimana invasion.
Maybe we keep sending people there and they just keep falling down this time well.
Yeah.
No, send a few more thousand.
If we fight them in the past, you'll have to fight them now.
We shall fight them in the caves and in the time wells. We shall never surrender. Well, I say that's bollocks. I'm sorry, I'd love to believe it. It'd be fucking It'd be awesome. Well, it wouldn't be awesome because 8 soldiers have disappeared.
Well, they could have gone back through time as well.
And the elites would have control of the time well, so that wouldn't be good.
So it's not a good story.
It depends if they can control the time well, or whether it's like a self-defense mechanism.
But it shows that ancient Indian text, the Bhagavad Gita, sorry,
that Indian text,
listener, yeah, that Indian text. If that turns out to be true, that's pretty cool. Ancient, that throws the whole. You know, as we know, I'm a believer of ancient civilization. The fucking world is older than they say it is, and it used to be more advanced than they fucking say it is. That's my belief. So, if that ancient Indian text turns out to be right, I will feel vindicated.
Well done.
Thank you. Everything's fucking older than they say it is. They're full of shit. I'm telling you, it's not ancient aliens. I'm not watching these stupid fucking Discovery Channel documentaries, Ben. I'm reading articles.
Oh, articles like this?
No, not like this. Real
Articles
ones
like this.
by sciencey people like Graham Hancock. Well, he's not. He's sciencey.
What's his PhD in again?
Journalism or something. I don't know. He's
not
more
history.
than you. He's fucking put on scuba gear and actually fucking gone down to ancient ruins at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, I do
No,
like it.
I've only put on scuba
I
gear.
do
I've
like
never
it. I
dived
find
for
it
any ancient
fascinating.
ruins.
He's fucking awesome. I
Yeah.
definitely think the world. That's. But look, we'll do an episode on that.
There's something to it. I mean,
The
you've got the
world is
stuff
so
that's been
much older.
found that, well, that looks a bit like a helicopter.
And we like to
No-
think of
no
everyone.
models and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
we like to think of everyone as being like, "Go, I'm ancient."
They weren't though. That's
Exactly, they're exactly the same as us physically, biologically. So I think Egyptians had shit that we can't even fucking imagine that was better than what we've got, but there's no remains of it, so we think like, oh, they were fucking carving things in the walls like savages. No, man, they had fucking gold helmets that were probably fucking transmitting each other's fucking thoughts to each other and having fucking tantric fucking, what do you call it?
sex.
No, yeah, but what's the word where we can
Telepathy.
telepathic fucking gold helmet sex on the top of pyramid while listening to pretty fucking heavy music, whilst in like taking probably the best, purest MDMA we can imagine. Fuck, I bet it was ace. And they cut people's heads off.
I don't think the Egyptians did that.
Bit of everything. Do you know what I mean? Bit of sword fighting and that. Didn't they?
They also used cocaine for eyeliner.
Fuck yeah. Did they?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah.
If I could go back
Or the
in time.
equivalent of.
Well, I could definitely improve ancient Egypt in one day if I was sent back there. Lads, ladies, stop. You put it on your eyes. You put it in your nose, and everybody has a good time.
They were big on orgies as it was. Imagine them all coked up and doing it.
I don't know, coke in your eyes, that's got to get to your brain pretty quick, hasn't it?
I suppose so, yeah.
No, because
They
it's
do,
solid.
they do vodka, don't they?
Well, if you liquidise it, I remember
Yeah.
the first time I was at Glastonbury once, and these lads had like a droplet thing, would drop in liquid into each other's eyes, and as the liquid would go in, they were like, ah, oh man. And I said to my mate Lee, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And he's like, oh, acid. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's one of the more popular ways to take acid. If it's liquid, just drip it in your eye.
And at that point, you leapt over the counter.
Oh, wow. Not for me. Not for me.
Sounds pretty extreme to me.
Yeah, me, but apparently, yeah, like you just said, straight to the... I snorted vodka once, I've told that story before. You know, it's all about getting it into that bloodstream, isn't it? You stick it up your arse, it's going to work best.
Well, maybe. It's a bit of a fucking... you can just drink it though, can you?
Yeah, so anyway, in summary, the world's a lot older than... This article's bollocks, the world's a lot older than they say it is, and if I lived in Egypt, I'd teach them how to do coke.
Isn't this article backing up your belief by saying there's a 5,000-year-old Indian spaceship?
Yeah, but the fact that 8 soldiers went and found it and fell down a time well, I find that bit to be bollocks.
Well, we'll know in a few years, because surely 8 blokes going back with machine guns would have conquered the world by now. Then all the rulers of the world were descended from these 8 blokes.
That's it, but they had tech that we don't understand. Might have had laser weapon technology.
Oh, so imagine that those 8 guys go, oh, we just fucking take over, we've got machine
Yeah.
guns, and then all of a sudden they turn up to the royal palace and these guards in laser guns just vaporise. We didn't think this through! Graham Hancock was right!
Get atomised with one shot. Yeah, with the power of the Eye of Horus. Like,
Yeah, that's some kind of doom cannon.
yeah. Oh, Egypt sounds so metal! God, yeah. Ancient Egypt. And I told you, I saw them statues of that guy's wife, that pharaoh's wife, and I was like, fuck me, they're like, if she was alive today, she'd be like a famous actress, she was that pretty.
Well,
Or the statue was that pretty, anyway.
it would probably
Probably prettied her up.
Prettied her up a bit. Yeah, you wouldn't
but-
paint a picture of someone and make it look like they're an ugly bastard, would you?
I just found it interesting.
Especially if they're paying you.
I think we talked about this last time, but
Yeah, that's weird.
but
Belonging to schools.
just finish my point though briefly. It's just I found it interesting that sort of in like Edwardian times or whatever, you know, we know that they liked plump women because of the paintings and stuff. That was seen as beautiful. So you think that beauty standards, you know, if you went even further back, maybe they liked hairy, like three-legged women or something. But no. In ancient Egypt, they knew what was happening. They liked their 10 out of 10, Michelle Pfeiffer-esque.
Coned head.
God, I really fancied this statue. 2 weeks in a row I've talked about it.
Just a bit.
Has it replaced Sophia as an architect?
Ooh, nah, Sophia's prettier.
Shut half a head, mate.
For the listener, Google Sophia the robot and tell me she's not gorgeous.
She's got half a head.
Oh, I'm looking at that half. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, man.
Put a hat on it, job's done.
There you go, yeah. For a nice silk beanie.
Well, alright.
It looked like I'm fucking cancer patient or something. But,
Right, next one then.
how long did that one news story take?
20 minutes.
And we spent about 2 minutes talking about the fucking story.
Oh man, so much for a quick episode.
We'll get through this. But anyway,
Bakery is making bread using crushed crickets and people are disgusted. Well, just don't fucking eat it. Why have you got to be disgusted about it? Just don't fucking eat it.
I heard about this a few years ago. This is something that is clever people have got one eye on this when there is a world food shortage.
Yeah, well, never killing all the insects. We're going to eat them.
Shit, there you go.
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
A lot of people do eat insects.
Yeah.
happy times.
Full of protein, more protein in than in beef.
But it's like Ben's just said there, so it goes, I've got the answer for world hunger. We're going to eat cricket-based bread. Oh, excellent. Well, the next scientist is like, yeah, but we've lost 90% of the world's fucking bugs.
Shit.
Fuck.
Looks like it's on to eating each other then.
Pigeons. Would you eat a pigeon?
I guess.
Yeah, why not? We will be in about 3 years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd eat a pigeon. Anyway, okay.
So Fazer Bakery in Finland are creating and selling loaves of bread using flour created from crushed crickets. Sounds like something straight out of a bizarre Bush Tucker trial on I'm a Celebrity. But if Bakery in Finland claims it tastes absolutely, and I'm going to quote, delicious. We're talking about a loaf of bread made from about 70 crickets. It's the flour, isn't it? They're using that ground flour and dried crickets, and it allows their bread to contain more protein than normal bread.
Well, it's not going to
Better
taste
for
like...
you.
Well, it's not going to taste like cricket, is it?
No.
It's going to taste like bread.
And, you know, whenever you have red colouring in food, that's crushed bugs.
Well, yeah, and it isn't like... I don't think it's changed, but like the shells on things like Smarties and stuff like that, that's from crushed bugs.
Well, won't be eating them again.
Don't be a pussy. Smarties are amazing.
Well, I'm not really been a fan
Have you eaten
anyway, to be
chocolate
fair.
ants?
No, I haven't. But what on the Smarties thing, before I forget, I used to love filling as many as I could in my mouth, but not chewing. Just hold them in as long as you can till they start to soften and mush, and you end up with one giant lumpy mush in your. That's what I used to do. You can fit like a whole tube in your mouth. Smarties. Yeah.
Fair enough. Marcus Hellstrom, CEO of Fazer Bakery, said the crickets are in the form of flour and they've been ground as a whole cricket and they're made into dough and then baked into a very delicious product. I want to let's go down. I want to see this. I want to see why people are disgusted.
Because they know it's made of crickets.
Yeah.
If they didn't tell them.
Oh, this is just people on social media particularly disturbed by the thought of eating bread made from crickets. So it's not like they're not telling you the crickets are in there.
Ben, where else are people disturbed in this day and age? It's only on social media.
One person wrote, "That's disgusting." Another person commented, "I am disgusted." A third added, "I live in Finland and he has betrayed me."
It has betrayed me.
Just don't eat it.
Yeah, just don't eat it. This is the thing. Why is everyone so concerned about what people on social media think? We do this. We don't expect to be taken seriously.
Well, social media's everything now, though, isn't it? It's more real than real life.
I mean, the fact that someone somewhere has been disgusted by some flower that's got some crickets in it,
Yeah.
is now made the news. This is from the Mirror. This is a tabloid newspaper in Britain.
But you need constant clickbait articles now. You've got more than just news. But this is what...
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole industry developed around...
Well, it's on the news. They put up people's tweets.
Yeah, well,
That's
no, I
true.
know... I was about to
Ordinary
say...
people tweeting in and things. It's like, well...
I see this happen because, for some reason, wrestling
That's
has
not
got...
news.
A shitload of podcasts. Like, I reckon there's more wrestling podcasts than any other sport. And I think that's because of the entertainment aspect to it, because most people who do wrestling are entertainers, aren't they?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that leads to doing podcasts, but there's a lot of fan ones too. And anyway, there's an entire industry developed around, because I listen to all the major ones. Someone will do an interview on a podcast, and then all the wrestling websites turn like 3-sentence stories into fucking articles, into an entire article.
Right.
Someone will literally say like, oh yeah, me and Kane used to ride together all the time on the road. He used to love going to In-N-Out Burger. And then you'll see like on on the wrestling sites you follow, it'll be like, which food did Kane love on the road? You click on it and they've written an entire article based on 3 fucking sentences that somebody said on a podcast. So people sit there for those sites, listening to pods, going, oh, I can turn an article out of that, oh, I can get an article out of that. But it's all about clickbait, it's all about how many eyeballs see the article. And they're full of mistakes all the time. They're badly written. Lad Bible's another one that's really bad for it. All their job is to churn them out and get eyeballs on the site, so the advertising...
Get money.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Eyeballs, clicks, eyeballs. So the level of journalism is fucking...
Dog shit.
It really is shite. And it's not proofread a lot of the time.
No, it's awful.
Like just banged out, and that's basically the aim of the game for social media now. So then if you get a negative, to try and tie it back into this, if you get a negative, like, sort of snowball starts rolling of people saying, oh, this bakery's fucking gross and disgusting, that's the worst thing that can happen to you in this day and age.
Yeah.
But, do you know what?
It's hyper-sensualised, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, but then it's all, the saying used to be, tomorrow, it's today's news, tomorrow's chip wrapper.
Yeah.
British saying, because literally the newspapers used to be used to wrap your chips in before health and safety.
I wanted to do the ink was poisonous.
Yeah, we used to eat our chips off poisonous fucking newspapers.
I can't wait for them days to come back.
Yeah, and you wonder why I taught that list.
Ironically though, that is exactly the kind of thing people seem to want to go back to. It's like, we got back to the good old days before the European Union, when we didn't have health and safety. Oh no, that's what people used to die at work.
Yeah.
Terrible. It was bad. My great uncle's first day down pitch, so he saw a bloke get fed through a machine and never went back. Yeah, that was what there's no guards on it. That's health and safety. Why do you want to go back to that?
No, I think everyone has rose tinted. Everyone does. Even we're in our mid-30s now. We look back on the 90s, don't we? And like, oh, it was paradise. It was so different. I don't know if it was that much better, to be honest. People probably had a little bit more money, didn't they?
I was more carefree.
Had a bit less pressure.
Yeah, there was.
Social media is a lot of pressure to keep that up. It
has fucking ruined society. Really.
It
has completely destroyed, and like it's fucking tribalised everyone politically. Well, I'm on this team. Well, I'm on this team. Because before you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't know what Auntie Doris's innermost thoughts on Jeremy Corbyn are, because she never used to share memes. Do you know what I mean? But now, I've got
a lot of family members, and it's like some of them post right wing stuff, and
me
it pops in my feet. Like, what the fuck's this doing here?
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, now I know that you're a racist.
These half the time they don't realise it's a reason. It's like, support our troops, blah 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 blah. British people should be first in hospitals, or, all that bollocks.
Yeah, it's got a line of black people with a no sign, and it's like, that's not good to be posting that.
No.
Auntie Doris, that isn't on.
Fuck. But at the same time, though, I'm always on Facebook all day, like sharing things, liking things, reading things. I don't really give a fuck what anyone else is up to. That's not really what I go on it for anymore. It's not to see what. Like, occasionally friends will post a picture that, oh, that looks nice, I like that, but I don't really care what they're up to. Oh, it's like the articles and the memes that people share.
Yeah.
I do it for
And
news.
Twitter's better than that. But yeah, you do get.
Because I can't rely on the fucking BBC or,
Mm.
you know.
I like reading. It's sort of punishment, glutton for punishment, really. But I like reading articles, not the comments. You know, articles where you know people are going to be like one side or the other. But you lose your faith in humanity. You read these comments, it makes you feel better about yourself. Because you're like, A, I don't comment on shit. I don't feel the need to stick my nose in with all these strangers. And that's, I think, is something really funny. Or I think it's funny. And B, just like, wow, the level of fucking hatred that some people are filled with towards other groups. And it's just like, fuck. I wish you could be, I wish you could be more like
How
me.
could you live your life like that?
Yeah, I wish you'd be more like me, man. Just like, I don't know, watch wrestling, watch shit movies that cost £3 from the bargain bin. I don't know. Just
Android cop.
Yeah, just concentrate on the things that you like and try and ignore all the things that... I don't know, I just feel... Or maybe people have just got pent-up aggression elsewhere in life and fucking the internet is obviously somewhere where you... But the thing with Facebook is it's not anonymous. People can literally click on your profile and like see who you are. And just, anyway, it's weird. It is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, they're making bread, use crushed crickets, and I don't really see the problem.
Sorry, I'm quite high.
No, not really.
Next one. Woman spotted walking awkwardly at airport found with 24 gerbils strapped to her legs.
Fucking hell.
The 6-year-old woman was stopped at a customs checkpoint on the Taiwanese island of Kinmen after returning from a visit to China. Coast Guard officials conducting the routine security and customs checks noticed the woman was walking in an unusual manner. The passenger was pulled to one side for questioning and officials discovered the shocking reasons for her funny walk. Individually wrapped in bags were 24 gerbils strapped to the woman's legs and covered by a skirt.
What a crazy person.
Yes.
What are you doing? And I feel sorry for the fucking gerbils.
Mate. Could they breathe?
The woman reportedly told customs officials she was smuggling the animals for friends and had purchased them at a pet store in China. But authorities believe she had been sent by a smuggling ring to test inspection procedures at the Taiwanese port. The poor creatures are all eventually euthanized by vets in Thailand. Well, that sucks.
I've got to be honest though, I think it's more likely that she was just a mad old bint who was trying to... I think it's a bit presumptuous of them, like, she's been hired by a fucking drugs ring to test how tight we are around here. I think it's more likely she was just a mad old...
Yeah, why would you use gerbils?
Yeah,
you just use anything.
Use something else. Yeah, why did it have to be like... I know, if you can smuggle 24 gerbils, then you can definitely get some coke through.
Yeah.
And I want you to individually wrap these gerbils.
Live?
Yeah.
They were live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were
Taped to a leg. Yeah, individually wrapped.
and then no wonder she was walking. Don't fight me. Ooh.
How heavy is a gerbil?
Not very. I mean,
You wouldn't say it was a kilogram, would you?
Fucking hell no.
I'm trying to
Not that heavy.
you could throw one pretty easy.
Underground.
I mean, you could pick a cat up with one hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cats a lot bigger than a gerbil.
That's true.
So no, I don't
Fucking big
think
gerbils a kilogram.
Yeah,
I know.
if your gerbils, isn't that like a
Oh,
bag of sugar?
I'm thinking of a guinea pig.
I think even if your guinea pig weighs the same as a bag of sugar, what, you been fucking feeding it?
Well, guinea pigs are fat, all they do is eat all day.
Steroids. It's like a big fucking Hulk.
Yeah.
A bit of mad big
gerbil.
buff gerbil. That'd be awesome.
Hunts down local cats and kills them.
Well, I don't know, maybe it's just hey, this is how we're going to try it. We're going to stick stuff to your leg. Maybe she just wanted to bring them gerbils back for friends.
I think she was just smuggling for friends, but either way, it's a tragic story because she was charged with violating the infectious animal disease, and the gerbils were all murdered. And this is Thailand. Do you think they fucking euthanised them with a nice chemical injection, or do you think they were clubbed, or even worse, shot with a 9mm pistol at point blank fucking range?
I think that's overkill.
Well, do you know what I mean? They're on a budget. It's Thailand. Sorry, I'm just a bit disparaging towards Thailand, but come on, they're a shithole country.
Just step on them then.
Oh yeah, you just do that, wouldn't you? Lock the room, let them at the bags.
No, leave them in the bags, 'cause that's easy. You
you're
see his face.
Or put them in a carry bag and use them as a pinata.
Or put them in a bin and set them on fire.
Well, you could just throw them off a bridge in the river, couldn't you?
Yeah, but then you might still be breaking the infectious.
Yeah.
Can
Can we stop thinking of ways to... Can we stop...
throwing them back into the ecosystem?
Can we stop
That's
thinking of
what
ways
they're
to
doing.
Can we stop thinking of ways to kill small animals? We're going down a bit of a sociopath route at the minute.
Well, I'm just pondering, pontificating, I don't know if I'm using that word right, but how a Taiwanese fucking immigration person would go about, quote, euthanizing 24 fucking gerbils.
Well, it says they were done by vets.
Oh, you think a Taiwanese vet's any better?
No, I used to think they got a club and smacked it.
Exactly.
Oh,
Just saying.
I don't think about it anymore.
Can we go to the next article?
It's horrible.
You think they threw him up in the air and like a Taiwanese kickboxing champion?
Jean-Claude Van Damme was there first and did you do it? I hope so.
Sorry, next news story, please, gentlemen.
Woman arrested after falling for Ebola-tainted meth Facebook post.
What the fuck? What a 2019 fucking article.
Granite Shoals, Texas. A woman in Texas learned the hard way that you can't always believe everything you read, even if it's from the police. The Granite Shoals Police Department used its Facebook page to say that methamphetamine and heroin have been found in the area and it may have been contaminated with the Ebola virus. The post, which has since been taken down, read, "If you have recently purchased meth or heroin in Central Texas, please take it to the local police station or sheriff's department so it can be screened with a special device." The warning continued with stern instructions. "Do not use it until it has been properly checked for Ebola contamination," is how the post concluded. While the police claimed the post was just a joke, one woman concerned over a drug stash took it seriously and was soon wearing handcuffs and behind bars. The San Antonio Express News reports that Chastity Eugenia Hobson, 29, was arrested after she contacted police believing that her meth could be contaminated with Ebola. The police department later posted that Hobson was their first concerned citizen and that officers gladly took the item for further testing.
I'm not going to lie.
I think that's well
I
shaded.
think it's a bit of a dick move by the police.
I'm not happy with this.
You know what I would do is if I was a policeman, I'd post like that shit like that all the time. Just maybe leave it up for a few hours.
It wasn't a joke. It was clearly a honey trap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that? Just like I saved her life. She might get clean now.
In prison?
Well, she's just been
She's
released.
in prison, held on a $5,000 bond. She's a fucking meth addict. Where's she going to get
She's
$5,000?
part of the system now. She's a slave.
Her life is ruined now.
Well, don't stop being so fucking stupid then. This is how you weed out stupid people in society.
Okay, this is potentially a bit of a Darwin award, but also that's a dick move by the police.
Oh, no, you don't have a bit
putting
of
the
fun.
paranoia and the fear of God into these poor, broken, fucking drug-addicted people. Instead of going for the end users, you lazy cunts, why don't you find out who's fucking manufacturing it, supplying it, importing it, whatever. Go for the big boys, the dangerous people, the people that would require some effort and fucking detective work on your part. You fucking knob job.
Well, why? Because I can just write out the fucking meth's got a polar on
So
it.
there's someone
rocks up,
Facebooking.
and then I can say, well, where'd you get your meth from? And then I can chase the supplier up, all the way up.
Oh, like fucking Chastity the thick cunt, like she fucking knows.
She was aborted from someone.
Yeah, but he's just there's low end street.
And then we go the chain, we take them down one at a time.
No, they don't fucking do that, do they? Nobody talks.
Yeah,
Snitches
I
get
could,
stitches.
but I couldn't do all that fucking hard detective work. I could just post it on Facebook and some meth head rocks up with some drugs. I take the drugs, arrest her. Looks better for me, doesn't it? My career prospects are alright now.
I don't know.
If she's dumb enough to fall for that, she deserves everything she gets.
Well, why did the police remove the post if it's nothing wrong with it?
Well, these two
Because their lawyers obviously said to them, look, hang on, you can't fucking...
They do this actually. This is known.
Yeah, the British police make jokey stuff like that. Yeah.
What they do is people who are on bail, they send them like a fake sort of thing saying you've won something, but you've got to come to this location to collect it.
Yeah.
And they wait and then arrest them.
Well, that's fair enough if they're like a murderer, but I bet they do that to people that are fucking wanted on like tax evasion.
Yeah, it's just like small things on bail, is it? You skip bail or something.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Picking on the poor old meth head.
I think if she's that dumb, she deserves everything she gets.
Ah, her name's Chastity. I bet she's fucking but she's a goer.
The name like Chastity, probably, yeah, to be fair.
Oh, well, she's also a meth head, so she'll go for drugs.
It's quite ironic, isn't it? Chastity. She's a goer.
That's what I mean.
That's what you know. Look what happened. You know, her religious parents named her that.
Yeah,
hoping
yeah.
that, you know, she'll be along the right path.
Virtuous and true.
And she's fucking 29. She's been sucking dick for meth money since she was fucking 17, probably. Because they called her Chastity.
The biggest fuck you to the parents, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'd have called her Satan, or the whore of Babylon. They called her,
If they called her Hillary.
Hillary, the whore of Babylon, then she'd have grown up righteous and true.
It's a fair point.
Oh well.
I think there needs to be a study done.
I think this is a sad story. They've all been a bit sad so far.
I've got a happy one to end on, don't worry.
Go on then.
Next one.
Yeah. Please stop putting parsley up your vagina. Apparently someone's doing that.
Fucking Leona told me this story while I was watching. I was trying to watch TV on Friday, and I could vaguely hear her talk. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you interrupting me with this?" Yeah, sorry. Please continue. It's fucking gross.
Joining a long list of herbs and vegetables you should not put in your vagina comes parsley. Doctors have had to warn that putting the herb up your vagina is dangerous, just as they did with cucumbers last year. What a time to be alive.
Again, because of the fucking internet. The internet spreads
Gullible
this
people.
idea. Yeah, gullible morons read these ideas. Oh, parsley in the vagina stops periods.
Right.
That's
isn't
why they've been doing it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped ahead, but where did they get it from? Marie Claire.
Yeah. Publish an article on how to bring on your period, which has since been deleted.
Oh,
by the
to
way,
bring it on, sorry.
that contained a concerning herb-based recommendation. And we're going to quote them. Parsley can help to soften the cervix and level out hormonal imbalances that could be delaying your cycle, helping your period come faster, they wrote. So far, so not concerning. Parsley isn't going to harm you as long as it goes in your mouth, but if only they'd stop there. If you're struggling to find a dish based on parsley, don't panic. The most effective forms are said to be parsley tea and parsley vaginal inserts. Googling parsley inserts throws you down a rabbit hole of dangerous advice. Quickly enough, you'll come across a page titled "How to Induce a Miscarriage Herbally and Safely."
Oh, dear God.
Wow. Which takes you through the horrifying steps and includes instructions that the parsley should be organic. This is a quote. Fresh parsley, preferably organic. I don't want pesticides in my vagina, so I go organic. They write in advice that you
That's the
definitely
next
should
song
never
I'm gonna
follow.
write.
I don't want pesticides in my
I
vagina.
don't want pesticides.
It's going to be a country
in
song.
my vagina.
It's going to be a country song.
So I go organic all day. I don't want pesticides in my vagina. Sorry, I'm finished.
But they write, I think you will. I bet that Donald Marshall's going to be tapping you up for some for that one. So his Jesus Christ crucifix clone can't be beaten a bit more.
Well, you know.
Eesh.
He's about as real as this fucking... Oh, God.
Apparently you should change it every 12 hours. But when soft, it may be difficult to remove. But this is not dangerous,
No.
they advise, even though it is dangerous.
Imagine how freaked out you'd be if you pulled a girl and she'd forgotten... you
Take
know,
her parsley
that
out.
she'd left the parsley. Yeah, she'd forgotten to remove the parsley. And you went down there and saw a little green sprig sticking out. Would you ever recover from that? I would faint.
I think you'd be like, why is that like? That's not what they look like. What's with the green?
Why are there plants growing out of it? It's like once my cat, when I was very young, he was like sneezing a lot. Like, over and over again, and I could see something green, really, really small and green, poking out of his nostril.
Yeah, I was
like,
a dog.
What the hell's that? So I started to pull on it, and remember, I'm an incredibly squeamish human being, and I started to pull on it, and it kept coming and coming and coming. It was like a big long blade of grass, basically, that somehow he sort of breathed it in. And I pulled the whole thing out of his nose, and it kept coming, and I was like, oh, God! And he was very happy afterwards, but I don't think I've ever recovered. It would be a bit like that, finding a sprig of parsley. Hello! Fucking hell, love, there's vegan, and then there's like... What am I supposed to do? Eat it to prove my veganness before I'm allowed to go down on you. Fucking modern hipster youth. Sorry.
Apparently, a woman died last year after inserting parsley into her vagina. Science Alert reports. The 34-year-old used the method in a desperate attempt to abort her pregnancy. She lived in Argentina, where abortion is illegal.
Oh shit! See, real life consequences is bullshit.
Yeah, way to bring us down article. But yeah, it's true. Some silly fucking magazine or website posts something that they've got no fucking real proof or backup to, and yeah, like you say, real world consequences. Dead person. Fucking hell. Please don't ever take any of the advice that we ever give on this show.
No.
I mean, I don't think you're that daft anyway, if you're listening to us, but yeah. Apart from that one I said that time about if you want to be really safe, gaffer tape knives to your hands. That's actually pretty sound advice.
You won't get into any clubs and you'll probably be arrested.
No, but you'll win every fight you get into.
You still get into as many fights as you possibly can before you're arrested.
unless you're in a gunfight.
Yeah, never going after a gunfight, Gaz.
Yeah, you're fucked if somebody pulls a gun, obviously. It's like that bit in Indiana Jones, isn't it? With the... you know.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
Even Indiana Jones shoots first.
Combine the gaffer tape knife hands with a Kevlar vest.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah,
See, that's sage advice.
That's the only bit of it. Yeah, but don't put
This
the
is
sage in your pussy.
That's sage advice. This isn't. This is parsley advice. Not good.
Oh fuck.
Does that get me the punk chrome back?
Certainly does.
Don't put it in your... Don't put the
I
sage
used to-
in your pussy.
I used to read what Dr. Jennifer Gunter told the I Fucking Love Science website. To think it could reflect a belief in magic.
Yeah.
And we know that, what is it, 50% of Brits believe in magic, was it?
Did they?
What was that?
Well, that's
We've had it in
survey.
weird news
Yeah.
before, it was a high.
Oh, but
percentage.
I believe in magic, like, you know, card tricks. But I know, like, it's magic, but it's not magic. It's like, magic is knowing how to do the trick.
Well, I think
I think the survey was that they really think someone's being cut in half and put back together again.
Oh, well, you can't help those people.
You can with education.
That's 50% of the population.
Nah,
Well,
that's
that
gotta be-
poll.
Yeah, 50% who answered that poll.
Yeah.
And how clear were they? To be fair, was the questioner like, did
Well,
he
yeah,
differentiate?
That's
like,
the problem with polls, isn't it?
Or are we thinking
And the
Harry
word
Potter
magic.
magic?
That's the thing. Do you believe in like sex magic?
Well, we all know that works.
Yeah, or do you believe in like?
That's different. That's magic with a K.
Okay, it's a different spelling. It's a kind of magic. I'm sorry, I'm very musical. It's been my first beer all week.
Next article then. Mick Jesus sculpture of Ronald McDonald as crucifix outrages Israeli Christians. That's not a great headline to read. The McJesus. It's Ronald McDonald crucified like Christ.
It's pretty cool actually. I'd have that in my house.
No, I wouldn't. Don't do clowns.
There's a piece of art. Oh, I'm not bothered with crap. There's a piece of art. I think that's quite humorous.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's for the listener. Sorry, we should describe it. It is literally a well sculpted, realistic Ronald McDonald in the crucifix pose on a crucifix, and I just think it looks quite a comical image.
Sculpted by Finnish artist Jani Laininen and is seen on display as part of the Haifa Museum's Sacred Goods exhibit in Haifa, Israel.
Actually, you know, on second thought, I would have it in my house because I quite like seeing a clown tortured to death.
Come on, that'd creep you out, wouldn't it?
It would if I came downstairs.
That's what I mean. If it was there, you just think, what the fuck? Life size Ronald McDonald.
I'm not. Oh, is it life size?
I don't know if it is, but
I mean, if it just fit on the wall, that's. I think it's a pretty cool image.
it'd be awesome life size,
I
wouldn't
can't
it?
believe no one's thought
I'd
of
put it
that.
on the side of my house.
And then move next to McDonald's.
You can put it in the front garden as long as you don't set it on fire.
Someone would set it on fire at some point then.
But I just like the. I
Just
like.
giving all the children nightmares in the street, probably.
Well, I don't know what the artist intended, but I think what I take from that is like basically, fuck Jesus, like Ronald McDonald's your fucking Jesus, the average American person.
Capitalism is our new religion.
Yeah, Ronald McDonald means more to you literally because you eat there and it kills you, but you just keep going back. Like I do, I ate McDonald's yesterday. But fucking, I quite like it as a piece of art. I like it. It's cool. But obviously the Israelis are not so enamoured.
No, hundreds of Christians calling for the removal of the sculpture entitled Mick Jesus demonstrated at the museum in the northern city of Haifa last week. Israeli police say rioters hurled a firebomb at the museum and threw stones that wounded 3 police officers. Authorities dispersed the crowds with tear gas and stun grenades.
All over a fucking art piece.
They don't take no shit, do they, the Israeli police? It's like, they're throwing rocks, get the stun grenades out.
I mean, these people need to get a grip, man. Like, how does it affect you? How does it hurt you?
Offended, Gaz and Mike. Offends their religion, it offends them.
So I'm going to physically harm someone because I'm offended?
Of course!
Yeah, because if you
don't... the world, it's all over that!
Because if you don't, your God might punish you.
What a load of fucking pussies. They should stay at home and do something fun. Do you know what
yeah. Is that your solution? Yeah, everyone should just watch wrestling, the world will be better.
Or what your equivalent of wrestling
I
is.
agree with you completely.
Whatever makes you happy, man. Just stay at home. You don't need to go out and get yourself all worked up over things and cause...
and of course you've got demagogues that whip up this frenzy for their own personal profit. They profit off it.
If Jesus is so fucking high and mighty and fucking spiritual and cool, surely he would be like, hey man, that artist is allowed to say what he wants, just ignore it.
Of course.
Okay, you can still love me and follow me, it doesn't affect that in any way, shape or form. Just ignore it, go home, pray to me, or do something nice. Go on YouPorn if you want, if that's your thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd
go on your PlayStation, there's nothing unholy with having a wank, is there? Hey?
I just don't think it's something he would advocate.
It's better than sex before marriage, isn't it? If you're not married, or is that just Catholic?
Well, no, I'm not saying that he's really against it. I'm just saying I don't think it's something that...
You don't think he'll make it his great address to the world?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think he would, because I think he'll say, look, there's too much tension in the world. You guys have got to chill the fuck out. But I think...
We're going back to 70s hippie Jesus.
Yeah, love God Jesus. But I think, though, he would say, wouldn't he, just turn a blind eye to this. Don't cause physical harm to these police officers and destroy a museum.
Give them, for they know not what they do.
People gave more shit to me and I didn't do anything.
Turning the cheek.
No.
Yeah. Come on, this
Jesus
is very
would be
Christian.
fucking throwing firebombs at the fucking...
You're disrespecting my religion and peace! Have a firebomb! Die, you scum fuck!
Or if Jesus was feeling that pissed off about it, he could just literally smite it from heaven. He could literally just send down a thunderbolt and blow it to pieces there and then, couldn't he?
I bet he
If he was that pissed off about it, he'd do that.
Yeah, but Jesus is probably like, look, turn a blind eye to it. To be fair, it's a good piece of art. He's got a point. More of you go to fucking McDonald's than you do to church to worship me.
Yeah.
Actually, it was in Israel though, wasn't it? So I bet they were like, actually, a very high percentage of our society still go to worship every day.
And not so many Christians in Israel, though.
Ah, true. So yeah.
There are probably a reasonable chunk of the population. I wouldn't like to say how many, but...
My advice is calm down, go home.
Yeah.
It's a nice warm country, isn't it, Israel? Go and sit in the garden. Go home, sit in the garden, read a nice book.
Have a beer.
Have a beer.
Have a Big Mac.
And have a Big Mac and a beer in the garden. And that statue can't hurt you. It would be funny if one of them actually got in there, broke in and like sort of threw something at it and it fell on him. Yeah, just killed him.
Actually, apparently though, the museum director Nissam Tal said that he was shocked at the sudden uproar, especially because the exhibit, intended to criticise what many view as society's cult-like worship of capitalism, so exactly what you guys said, had been on display for months, and it's also been shown in other countries without any incidents.
Some cunt put something on Facebook.
Yeah, it says the protests appear to be sparked by visitors sharing photos of the exhibit on social media.
Oh fuck, I didn't even read ahead, I just knew. I hate the world that we live in, fuck off social media.
They only make up a tiny percentage of Israel's Arab minority Christians do, and they say they face unique challenges. So that's why they say, you're making fun of us and we've already faced these challenges, so we're going to throw a petrol bomb at a policeman.
I'm uniquely challenged.
It's just anti-Christian though, isn't it? That's what that's...
They like to cry wolf, don't they, these Christians a lot? They do. Everything's persecuting their religion.
I was to throw firebombs. Oh dear.
Apparently, if the Wadi Abu Nazir, an advisor to church leaders, said that if this work was directed against non-Christians, the world would be turned upside down.
Well, yeah, we know that, but that's
look,
just reality. I'm not touching that.
Doesn't no one know what Muhammad looked like, so they couldn't make a rendition of him anyway?
Yeah, what's the traditional Muhammad pose? We all know that
they kicked off when they named a bear Muhammad, didn't they? That teacher.
Oh, yeah. That teddy bear.
Yeah.
I think that was more white people moaning, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think it was very religious-y people.
But people get called Muhammad all the time, though, don't they?
Yeah, people do, but I think to call a teddy bear by some more extreme sects, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, I think this is all a bit silly.
Yeah.
And I think
it's not worth having a riot over anyway.
No, I think they should have handed out cheeseburgers, not necessarily McDonald's, and just said, everybody calm down. And if you Christians are so persecuted over here and facing such unique challenges in Israel, do you think kicking off and throwing firebombs is the way to improve the situation? You're going to get a reputation.
Yeah.
That's what my mum would say. You're going to get a bad name and then nobody will trust you.
But there's persecution and there's this. This isn't persecution.
No, this is not understanding art, isn't it? Just being a knob. Really. I read a thing on Facebook that said this is disgusting.
So I'm now disgusted as well.
Yes!
I mean, it's not like they're the Palestinians where they're on a starvation diet and...
Oh, that doesn't disgust them.
The Israelis monitor all the food coming in and everything and...
Yeah.
And snipers
and
shoot
medicine.
pregnant women and stuff like that.
That's fine.
But, yeah, that doesn't disgust them.
Oh.
Fucking Ronald McDonald Jesus! I'm losing my fucking mind! But, aren't you just glad that you're just not religious and none of this shit bothers you?
Yeah.
I am.
It's quite amusing.
Now, if you fucking defaced the Hulk Hogan action figure...
Oh, what if there's a crucified Hulk Hogan?
Well, I'd be out there throwing firebombs. It's fucking disgusting. I'm outraged. Don't fuck with my idols, you can fuck with their idols all you want. Don't affect me.
I want to crucify your Hulk Hogan doll.
Oh, fuck you. Well, I think we've solved this one, haven't we?
Yep.
Just don't be religious.
Or if you are, just don't get your panties in a twist over everything. Just let it go, man.
Yeah, what? Right, alright, I'll rephrase that. Be as religious as you want, but don't throw firebombs at museums. I mean, what if you burnt a museum down? What good? You've robbed society then of the opportunity to educate and, see, that's...
Yeah, but they say it's blasphemy, so fuck it.
Oh.
It's tainted by blasphemy. Burn it all down.
Oh, go home and suck a dick or something. Just fucking have fun. Anyway, should we have the next story?
Yeah.
I think we've solved it.
World's first robot hotel makes android staff redundant as they annoy guests.
Okay.
The world's first robot hotel has ditched half its 243 robot staff as they do not work as well as humans. The Henna Hotel in Japan, translated as Strange Hotel, found that robots annoyed the guests and would often break down. Guests complained their robot room assistants thought snoring were commands and would wake them up repeatedly during the night.
Oh my god, how frustrating.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the robot at the front desk could not answer basic questions. Human staff ended up working overtime to repair the robot to stop working. One staff member said, "It's easier now that we're not being called by guests all the time to help with the problems of the robots." Well, yeah.
Well, it opened in 2015 amid a blaze of publicity and was recognised by the Guinness Book of World Records as the first all-robot hotel in the world. And it originally had 80 robots, and the number soon tripled.
Wow.
But according to the Wall Street Journal, problems began soon after.
Half the robot dancers wouldn't be working. There's a raptor robot.
Half the dancing robots were working. She will not give me handjob. They're not that sort of robot, mate. It's not working. No sucky. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, there is a Velociraptor at the front desk.
Wow. Well, that sold me.
Well, she is not a clever girl though, is she? Because she couldn't answer basic... Well, the reason she couldn't answer basic questions is because you built a fucking robot dinosaur. Why don't you build a robot receptionist? I mean, what room am I in? I mean, that's just fucking... I mean, I'm not a robot inventor or nothing, but you'd think there might be a fucking flaw in what you've thought out there. Like, fucking hell. Why not in
Why has it got to be a raptor? Why not just on a person?
Have you got any rooms?
Fuck, it's a raptor, it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it is, but...
When you
Why is it
person was like,
reception?
yes, here's your key, and with its fucking raptor hands, can it even fucking type your name in the thing or get your keys off the thing? Like, do you know what I mean? You got to get the keys out of its mouth. Fucking hell, it looks a bit sharp. No, I'd rather just a fucking robot woman that was like, hello, I speak.
Do you think it dangles the keys off that massive toe claw?
Yeah. And if you fuck it up, though, it goes through your hand.
There is a video if you want to see it.
Okay.
Of the raptor robot.
If the raptor speaks, so that's just weird. Just make a person in that case. If it's gonna speak, just make a person. That's a shit.
Oh god.
I don't
it's
like that.
wearing a hat. It's a raptor in a hat and a bow tie.
I don't like that raptor anyway.
That's not fucking freaky.
I don't like that robot though. Just don't dress it. Just
Yeah, don't. I think the uniform's a little bit unnecessary. Have we got any sound on it?
Welcome to the Hill Hotel. If you want to check in, please press 1.
Hello, welcome to the
It's a talking raptor.
yeah, that sucks.
Why's it got a mane? It looks like a lion. It's a raptor with a bellboy's hat on, and it's got
long hair.
It's got long hair.
It's a hippie raptor.
I wouldn't give a hippie like that a job on the front desk. What sort of message? No wonder the fucking hotel's gone to shit.
A raptor can't organise fucking anything.
He's at the back having a doobie.
His long hair morphs into chest hair. It's really weird.
Why has he got chest hair?
He's an incredibly manly raptor.
I knew they had feathers, but I didn't think they had fur.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. No, it's not. But it's up there.
And when it says robots, it sounds a lot cooler. To describe it for the listener, it's your basic bog standard. If you ever go to a zoo or something, they've got a prehistoric section. A raptor that moves like 3 centimetres, like... It's just one of them, and it happens to say, if you want to check in, press 1. So you're just using a touchscreen thing anyway.
Yeah.
You could do something way cooler than that. Sophia!
Well, that's the idea. That she'll be in that sort of role, won't she?
Oh, she's too pretty for that. She'll be one of the dancers.
Well, there just be loads of Sophias. All the robots will be Sophia.
Yeah, but then she won't be special. They can't all be pretty. There's got to be a hierarchy. Like, the sciencey people will think about that. They won't make them all as fit as each other. Or will they?
Yeah.
Will they just be uniform?
Well, they just make them look like normal people, I suppose. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, but then my robot won't be special, will it?
Well, you can have many special robots, guys. So then holding you to one.
Yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't want to go to the strange hotel. It would piss me off.
Yeah, that robot. I'd walk in, see that raptor, start speaking to me like, I'm done, I'm out.
And if it's confusing snoring for like commands, what if you're, doing the do? Harder, harder, and then it comes over and it starts. Oh, would you like the bed to be harder? Fuck off! Get off the bed. Like if the dog ever gets in the room when you're on the job, fuck off.
Yeah, but he can put his finger up your ass.
Oh, babe, you haven't done that since our first date. What? Put your finger up my bum. My finger's on your bum. Oh! It's the fucking maid.
As long as it's not the raptor.
Robot dick.
He sticks his tail up your ass.
Why have a fucking raptor on reception? It's just...
Because it's cool and funky. It's the weird hotel, man.
Yeah, I just...
Shit. They have to sack it
It look
anyway.
bollocks!
No, it's sacked now. It's probably been put in an incinerator.
I hope it's not on the streets. Sat there.
Just crying, going, if you would like to check in, that's one.
A little crudely drawn sign with like him and like 3 little raptors.
Yeah.
Homeless.
Dear. He's probably fucking heroin addicted by now, anyway.
Press 1 if you would like to see me take some heroin.
Oh dear. Fuck 'em.
Others became frustrated with the in-room assistant because of its tulip-shaped head, and which could do nothing more than basic conversations or adjust the heat and light.
Far short of Apple's Siri and Amazon Alexa's interactive system, so it's not even as good as Siri.
No.
Fuck that place.
Yeah. See, that's who you want on reception. You want that, you know.
Like a nightmare Westworld. It's like a shit Westworld, isn't it?
It's the Westworld we'd end up at.
Yeah.
You get the money, you got the good one.
It's like the fucking Poundland in Westworld, isn't it?
Like the poor people can afford.
It's the sun 30 quid holiday at Butlins. Where
That picture there, is that a robot?
Have a go, Aldi. Yeah, Raptor wank me up.
I'm now circumcised, but you know. Look, is that a female robot there, or is that a human woman?
Female robot, human bloke on the other side of the counter.
I'd shag her. That's much better.
Well, that's what I mean, put her on reception.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I
Don't
think,
rob me the fucking raptor.
yeah, fuck the raptor. I would have talked to that nice, pretty robot. You are very charming, sir.
Why, thank you.
Would you like to see my USB port? Yes, I would.
Other issues included 2 robot luggage carriers which are out of use because they can only reach 24 of the 100 rooms. It's like fucking faulty towers.
Fucking batteries run out and you will have to go on from here, sir.
Go on
But I'm
without me.
disabled! Part of the reason I came here is because it said I had robot fucking luggage carriers. I'm sorry.
Robots can only go on flat surfaces and break down if they get wet.
Oh, which fucking poor cunts are pouring water on them? Sick
If they
bastards.
go outside, it says.
Oh, I suppose they've got to go out and get your luggage,
Yeah.
haven't
That's inconvenient. Just carrying your luggage, just starts fritzing out.
they?
Go get it yourself in the rain.
And then like explodes and electrocutes you.
Yeah, and destroys your luggage.
Yeah.
The president had not given up on the idea of a robot hotel, but admitted it needed some tweaking.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
Good robots. Well, fuck that.
Interesting. I like the idea of it. It's where it's going to all end up, hopefully without the raptor. Don't need a raptor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have people.
Well, so would I. But, you know, it's going to be cheaper to do the robots, isn't it? That's how it's going to go. They have business. They're going to... Why pay someone once...
I think it's going to be
month
a
and,
while until... It's going to be a fair few years till all the Holiday Inns are fully cybernetic. Do you know what I mean?
20 years maybe?
Yeah,
Oh,
see, that's
yeah.
ages.
Not that long, is it?
Yeah, it is. We'll be doddering old cunts. Oh no, we won't. We'll be like 55. I'll still be my prime. 55.
Nailing out kids.
I've seen Rambo 5. He's 60 odd in that film. I suppose I start working out.
If you did some exercise, yeah.
Yeah.
If you start working out now, you might be that buff by the time you're 55.
Yeah, 20 years, I could do it. Right, what's next?
We're going to end on our happy story.
Oh, a happy one!
Actually, a genuinely happy story.
Okay.
Dog accidentally runs half a marathon after being let out for a pee, finishes 7th.
Legend.
Imagine training for months and months for a grueling 13.5-mile marathon to be beaten by Ludovine, the 2.5-year-old bloodhound.
Good.
Well, that's what happened in the Elcommon trackless train half marathon in Canada, where a dog decided to join in the fun after being let out for a wee. He crawled under the garden fence, ran towards the start line, and the rest is history. He eventually finished 7th in the race, even stopping at the 2-mile point to sniff a dead rabbit. It also believed the dog went off track on a number of occasions, including the moment he played with a herd of cows. This actually happened. That didn't stop him from securing a respectable position, though, crossing the line in just over an hour and a half.
Wow.
That's great. Love it.
All that time he was just looking up at like the person. Somebody throw me a ball or something. Why will you stand still? Oh, good on him. He was given a medal for his efforts.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've changed the dog's gender halfway through this. It was started off as a he. It's a she now.
Well, we hear from the owner there, because I was wondering about how they got back and stuff. He says, all I did was open the door, and she ran the race on her own accord, she told Runner's World. My first reaction was that I was embarrassed and worried that she had possibly gotten in the way of the other runners. She's laid back and friendly, so I can't believe she ran the whole half marathon because she's actually really lazy.
Well, I say fair play.
What did the owner run along with her or something then? Jim Clemens, who finished 4th in the half marathon, said, every time I thought she had dropped off to go back home, I would hear her coming back up to me and she would race past me up to the 2 leaders. She would run off to romp through the streams and into yards to sniff around for a while.
Not even trying. Imagine if she just kept the race. So won.
Well, congratulations to Ludwine the Bloodhound. Enjoy your success. Yes, that is a lovely story.
Yeah. Look at that face. Beautiful.
No conspiracies, no weird shit, no lizards or Satanists.
No.
Just a heartwarming dog runs race story. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's cheered me up.
You
Perfect
can do with
ending.
more of them, you know.
No, it's going to be a habit.
Oh. Well, should we wrap it up then?
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yes.
Been rambling.
It's been very rambling. But thank you for listening. I've been Ben, and I'll say don't drink the Flavour Aid and don't join a cult.
I've been Gaz, and I will say free Biff Tannen, and get my comic book from Amazon. It's called Space Force Intergalactic Fascists. Thank you.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
Right. Good night.